G'day and welcome to the PAMMO Adornments with Jenny Brandis. This video shows the possible additional elements from the 6th and final month. As the PAMMO pieces can be used in a multitude of ways, these are some options that you might like to explore. Starting with the basic single bead, progressing to the multi-bead, the more elaborate branching followed by clusters of beads. These are the 4 varieties that this video will concentrate on. To make these, you will need a selection of lightweight beads, wire and wire cutters. The wire is 26 gauge or 0.3 millimeters. Wire cutters or old scissors to cut the wire, and my largest beads are 6 millimeters or 1/4 inch. Cut a length of wire. As we are aiming for a manageable length, it doesn't have to be exact. Then run it through your fingers to straighten it a bit. String a large bead on the wire and draw it down about 10 centimeters or 4 inches. Hold the bead firmly in one hand while you bring the 2 sections of the wire together with the other hand. Give a gentle tug to kink the wire where it comes out of the bead. Hold the wire firmly right up against the bead and twist the bead so that the twist secures the bead. Add further twists. I did 6 tightly, then a further 6 loosely. For a tight twist, separate the wires in one hand and hold at the join while you twist with the other hand. Snip off one wire at the last twist and you have made your first bead on the wire. Use small beads to use your leftover wire. Let's work a multi-bead length next. Start with your largest bead or a feature bead like I am using. To allow for adding the extra beads, thread the top bead to halfway along the wire. Because my top bead is heart-shaped, I will need to run the wire from the top, behind the heart, to join the other wire end below it. Add a holding twist, then separate the wires before adding 6 tight twists. Separate the wires and add on the next size bead, drawing it tight up to the last twist. Take the wire that goes around the bead and cross the through wire under the bead to help form the first secured twist. Holding the new bead, work 6 twists. A gentle tug will ensure it lays in a straight line. Repeat that for the next 2 smaller beads. Trim off any excess wire. This next sample involves branching out between the beads. Starting with a large bead, draw it to the centre of the wire. Secure the bead with a twist or 2. In this case I am using 10 twists to give it a longer stem before branching out to add the next bead. Select the right wire and thread on the next bead. Bring it down the wire to just below the height of the first bead. Hold the bead and bring the wire down and twist the bead until the twists join the other wire at the main branch area. Hold the branch joining area and twist the wires together 4 times to give a bit more of a stem. Note that while I added those twists, I was holding the stem where the new branch joined in rather than the beads. Now we make the next branch and bead. Separate the wires and thread the bead on, then twist the wires back to the stem. Switch which wire you use to have the branches go at different angles. You can also manually position the wires at any time. Continue adding branches and beads until you are happy with the overall look. Now add more twist to the stem for strength and cut off one of the wires at the stem before shortening the remaining wire. Clear your workspace and we will start on the more elaborate stems with bead clusters. As you see, this one has clusters of beads. There is a circle of 5 beads as the focal point, a cluster of 3, 2 here, a different cluster, a single, and the last double. Like before, start with a length of wire and this time thread on 5 small beads for the first cluster. Draw them down to the centre of the wire, form a tight circle and twist the bead clusters to secure them. Next we thread on 2 small beads and anchor them tightly together with the wire twists directly under the bottom bead. The triangle of 3 beads is formed by threading 2 beads on one wire and 1 bead on the other. Draw the beads up until they form a triangle before anchoring with the standard twists. The last cluster is a triangle at the tip. Select your longest wire and thread on 3 beads. Draw them up to the centre of the wire. Similar to the 5 bead cluster, form a tight cluster and twist the beads to secure them. Please explore working these as you wish,